play a bunch of New York Times games for my birthday, September 30th. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day. What do you call a zombie that stir fries? A dead man walking. That's a pretty good one. All right, and I've started thanking members who re-upped for a new month. So thank you to Colby, Gasman, Kelly Santini, Ol, Pat K, Flepmammer, Rosa Cole, and The Raz Effect. Thank you so much for re-upping for a new month. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Wood, Therefore, Woody, Guthrie, Woodstock, Classics, Chuck, Stiff, Could, Wooden, Create, Foghorn, Awkward, Woodchuck, Scrooge, and Stilted. We have a lot of names. Foghorn makes me think of Foghorn Leghorn, the cartoon character. We've got Woody. I'm trying to think which ones are WB, but I'm pretty sure Foghorn and Woody are WB. Who else would be WB though? Woodstock is a cartoon character from Peanuts, but also could be the concert or the place. We have so many wood things. We've got Wood, Woody, Woodstock, Wooden, Woodchuck. Like, I don't know. Starts with wood is unlikely to be the category though. It's probably just something fun they added. Guthrie, I'm reminded from Crosswords. I think there's a singer named Guthrie, and I never remember his full name. Therefore, spelled out. This ends in Chuck. This ends in Stock. Just thinking about that. This ends in Horn. This is just Wooden. So Woody Woodpecker, Foghorn Leghorn, Scrooge McDuck. Right. Scrooge McDuck. Who is the 4th one? Is Woodchuck? It's been so long since I watched, what are they, Saturday morning cartoons? The WB ones. Been so long. All right. Well, I do think this is a category, but I don't remember what the 4th is. It might be Woodchuck, but I don't know for sure. It could be Chuck instead of Woodchuck. Jeez. So what else do we have going on here? A category I can actually find. Stilted. See, it's a little bit weird because I would think stilted and stiff could mean something similar, but they're different parts of speech. This is past tense. This one isn't. They seem like they're similar, but I don't know. Like I was stilted, I was stiffed. I don't know. Do those even mean the same thing? Awkward and stiff could mean the same thing. Wooden, stiff, wooden, awkward. I don't think it's stilted. Stilted could be it. This is just someone who isn't speaking naturally, something along those lines. Unnatural as mannerisms. There you go. Do I need to remember Guthrie's full name? Create, therefore. Create is interesting. What does that go with? Classics. Maybe these are both fill in the blank. Something classics. Woody Woodchuck. We still have Woody, Foghorn, and Scrooge. Woodstock. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Are we doing a another tongue twister? Because we had a tongue twister before. Yeah, that was it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? All right. So I just have to figure out the fourth name then, because we've got Woody, Foghorn, and Scrooge. My guess is it's either Guthrie or Woodstock. So what are we doing with create, therefore, and classics? What the heck, therefore? Create, therefore, and classics. What I think this is purple, and it's very confusing. I don't know what it. How does therefore fit in there? I think the best thing for me to do is just to think Guthrie goes in here, because I don't see how Guthrie would go with these, but who knows? Let's try it. Okay, that is one away, so I'm going to try Woodstock instead. All right. Cartoon birds. Oh. So it wasn't necessarily WB. They're just all birds. That makes sense. I don't think of Scrooge McDuck as a bird, but obviously a duck is a bird. I don't know. Is that weird? Wait, Foghorn Leghorn is a bird also? That I picture the wrong cartoon character for that. I have no idea what this is. Completely lost. Ending with number homophones. So classics ends in 6. Create ends in 8. Guthrie ends in 3. And therefore ends in 4. Holy cow. I don't know that I would have figured that out. No, definitely not. Wow. If you figured out purple, that's excellent. Yeah, so let me know how you did on that. Difficulty. I mean, it wasn't that. It's hard in that it's kind of overwhelming with all the wood and the 2 different chucks and all that. You gotta know your cartoon birds, I suppose, or just, hey, these are from cartoons. I don't know. Can you figure out the purple? That helps a lot for sure. I think that this just has an increased difficulty because of the weird, like, the words seeming to be similar when they're supposed to go in different categories. But for that reason, I'm going to give it a 3. And I think that because of the overwhelming nature, I think we have like a 70% solve rate. The woodchuck is on stilts. That's fun. 3 is what they gave it. Okay. Let's check this. Ooh, 64%. Okay, so a little lower than my 70 guess. 31% making no mistakes, 36% losing. Interesting. I'm kind of in the middle there. 1 in 88. Okay. So people are getting yellow first. Half of people who won are getting yellow first. Then it evens out quite a bit. Just, people aren't really getting purple. 3%, 4%. Ever, people are getting yellow and nothing else. I think that makes sense. Oh, I guess you have to know the tongue twister as well. All right. So people are losing, getting only yellow, 12%, 7% get nothing, 9% get yellow and green. Okay. I am not the only one who thought, well, maybe Guthrie is a cartoon I haven't heard of. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who made that mistake. Putting Chuck in there as well. I already had green filled in though. Putting Guthrie and Chuck in there, right? Just what are these names? Well, these 4 names probably go together, but unfortunately there's 6 names on the grid. Okay. So yeah, that's basically most mistakes. We also have Woody in instead of wood with the yellow. And to be honest, that's kind of fair. No, instead of wooden. Woody instead of wooden. All right. So, yellow, 40% got yellow first without a mistake first. So remember, it was 50% of winning games had yellow first. So it's because of all those extra losing games that also did yellow. Well, there were 7% losing games that didn't get yellow at all. There's going to be some winning games that did something like this first. So yeah, they're very different stats. Green first, blue first. 2% getting purple first without any mistakes beforehand. I think this is fairly consistent, around 1 or 2 or 3% of people doing purple first without a mistake first. These are people who are going for purple first, I think. There's kind of a built-in percentage of people who just want to try to get purple first, and they figure out the whole puzzle and then get purple. Kind of like me on days where I wear purple. All right. Well, how'd you do? Let's do pips, starting with easy. All right. Less than 3 has to be a 2. And then now greater than 4 has to be a 5 or a 6. I mean, are we just doing something like this? That works. Okay, 18. Medium. Adding to... okay, so we have something coming in to add to 10. So we can't do the 6-4 here, right? Because that would isolate this spot here. So I think we have to do the 5-5. Now I think I'm going to make the 2 poke up, but we may actually want the blank poking up here. Less than 5. So less than 3 has to be a 1. What if I bring this blank in? Because I'm going to need... okay, how much did I add to so far? 3? 3 would require a 5 here. So, yeah, this is the problem. How am I adding to 8? 2 plus 6 is 8. Well, I could flip this around, and I could swap these two. Sometimes it's just the controls that make this take a while, and then I can put a 6 in here. There we go. 105. Let's do the hard pips. All right. 0 here. We have a blank. We have a 0, 0, a 0, 2, and a 0, 3. We're certainly not putting the 0, 3 down. The 0, 2 would require the 0, 0 across here. 17 is 6, 6, 5. I have a double 6. I have a 6, 5. I have a 6, 1 and a 5, 5. A 5, 3. How are these dominoes going to be laid out? I have a 0 coming down into here. So let's just look here. If I did the 0, 2 here, then this would be required to be the 0, 0, just like that. So that's one option. I have a 1, 1 as well. So like I could do the 0, 0 vertically and put the 1, 1 down here. So there's a little bit of optionality there. Let's see if there's an in. Okay, this has to be a 3, 5. That's an in. We can at least get rid of one of our dominoes there. This is a less than 4 into a 2-cell less than 5 gauge. I think there's a bit of optionality there. This has to just be an 11 domino, so that's going to be our 5, 6. Okay, so 5, 6 is used up. This has to add to 8. So we could do 2, 6 if we had one. I do not believe we have a 2, 6. We could do 3, 5, or we could do 4, 4. We should have one of those, right? We have a 4, 4. Okay, so that 4, 4 is used up here. Now, a 6 is going to come into here or into here. The other one will have to be a vertical domino that's doubled up. The 1, 1, the 2, 2, or the 3, 3. So what do we have with 6? We just have a 6, 6 left. That doesn't seem right. Okay, so did I use a 6 when I didn't have to? No, I only used the 6, 5. Is there real? Oh, no, there's a 6, 1 here. Sorry. So I don't know which way it goes. But one of these will be a 1, 1. Okay, so one of these will be 1, 1. And I think putting the 1 over here is good, I think. Because remember, I wanted a 1, 1 on this too, I think. But maybe. But anyway, I'm saying the 6, 1 down here because I need. Then I can do a 1 with a greater than 3. There isn't a 2 with a greater than 3, which would be. Sorry, the other one would be 6. Shoot, what am I even thinking about? Well, I guess what I'm saying is I can do a 1, 5 here. I don't know if this is right though. Now this needs to be 2, 2, or 3, 3. I think I got it in my head that 2 was the other option, but let's see. So this is 2, 2, or 3, 3. Do I care which one? This 3 obviously uses one of the 3 dominoes. It's going to use a 3 blank or a 3, 3. Either way, it's going to go this way because we can't put a blank or a 3 in a 17. It has to be 5, 5, 6. In fact, this 17 needs 2 6s in it. So this 6, 6 is used up in here. I don't know where. It uses this corner and it goes this way or this way. This is going to use our blank. It can't use the blank 3. It's either, again, it's either the blank 2 with a blank blank across, or it's the blank blank with a 1 1 across. I feel like is that interchangeable with this one? I'm not sure. I need another domino here that's equal, or I can do verticals. There's not like a great in here. I think I just have to start placing stuff. The 3 3 could go here, or the 3 blank. This needs to be a 5. Okay, this uses the 5 5, which has to go this way. Okay, that works. Or the 6 could be vertical, but then the 5 can't go into the 2. So yeah, this is the right way to do that. So now I have a domino like this, a domino like this, a domino like this. And I think I have to do that last-ish. An equal there. I need... I don't know, a less than 4? They're all less than 4. These add to less than 5. That's not hard at all. Do I just place them? Like, does it even matter? I don't know. Just like put these in here somehow. Oh, this isn't the right way to do this. This comes into here, so yeah, you just kind of fill it. I feel like there were a whole lot of ways to end that. I don't like when there's a million ways to just plop the rest down, but I guess it is what it is. Unless I happen to guess right. Let me know if your solution looked different. I feel like I could have done this a lot differently though. I can't go back and try though. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for my birthday, September 30th. Exclamation made with a shiver. Brr. Put her there. I'm not sure. Blank, gotta be kidding. You've gotta be kidding me. Negative attribute, so to speak. Not sure. Got some shut-eye. Slept. Oven button with a high or low setting. Broil. Get together again, like alumni. Reunion. Huh. I don't know, is that reune somehow? Make go vroom. Rev up. Spots where you might spot some spotters. What? Egg container. Egg container. A nest. Put her there. Is this right? Like green? Negative attribute. A minus. Reune, huh? Spot where you might spot some spotters. Gym. Spots. So gyms are where you might spot some spotters. Oh, so you see people spotting other people at the gym. All right. Put her there is green. Oh, putt. It's putter there. We're putting, like on a putting green in golf. Okay, I get it now. I don't know. I just kind of assumed it was spelled weird because of the informal nature of it. But no, it should have been P-U-T without the second T. Either way, if it was just perter there. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is for goodness sake. Maybe it's about things that are good or being good. We have him. Worth a try. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. All right. I still see hymns here. Hymn. Time. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. No, that was a different puzzle. We also have tines. Okay. So respect. We have... I don't know. Are these just venerable features? Sty. Gosh, what are the... Path. Value? Oh, these are values. Okay, values. What's going on here? My... Two Y's. So maybe they both end in Y. Like sympathy? How would I do... See, I've got pathy here. empathy. Empathy instead of sympathy. And then what's this one? Probably another one ending in EY, right? But then how's this T work? Maybe it's ety. Shawnity. Noshity. Maybe STY? Honey. Honeyest. Okay, and we're going to come back to that because I don't know what's going on. Cooperation. Right, this is one word. We have 2 words left in total. Discipline. And what is this one then? I don't know how to use the STY. Honesty. There we go. Okay, cool. All values. How'd you do? All right, let's spin the members wheel, see what we are playing today. All right, Finland suggested Squirtle Express. Let's do it. All right, this is Squirtle Express. We have a 3x3 grid here. We need to find all of the common words. There are some number of them, 14, 7, 2, 1. That would be 24 words. All right, so let's just get started. Steel, steep, cope, Pete? No? Pete is EA, I think. Leet, like you're elite. That was a bonus. Oh, it actually replaced it with L33T. That's fun. Scope. That was a bonus word, by the way, not one we had to find. Do we have TP? Oh, it's bonus. Darn. Leap is EA. So many E's. Seep. I did scope already. Can't do stop. I keep forgetting I can type. I can't do leapt. I did leap, right? Oops. Whoa. I did leap, right? Yeah. Oh, no, leap is EA. I'm going to make that mistake a lot, I bet. I did steal, right? No, yeah, I did. Ooh. Peel? Okay. Scope. I did scope. I did cope. And maybe something starting with E. Oh, I see let's. Epoch. Oh, that ends in H. Pox. Wonder how many plurals we have. Peas. Teas. Seal? No. Seat? No. I feel like there should be more SC words, but I don't see them. I only see scope. What ST though? I did steel. I did steep. Step. I don't think Stella is a word though. Can't do stop. There's a 9-letter word. There's a word that uses all of the letters. Let's see if we can find that one. Bet you it's a plural. No, it might not. It can't be a plural because, at least not a normal one ending in S, because there's no 8-letter word. How about something? Telescope. There it is. Oh, that E got used up. And we get the starts. So, oh, almost all of them start with P. So, pets. Okay, and now we get the count of how many are left in total. So there's 12 words left. 10 of them use the E, 10 of them use the T. Pecs, like your pectoral muscles. Pete, I tried. Peel, I did. Peas, I did. I wonder if I can get the ones that, like that one that starts with L, S. Just when there's fewer, I think it's harder to find them sometimes. Whereas from the P, I should be able to just like go anywhere and find a word. Pelt and pelts. Animal pelts. Huh. So those were the two those were the two words that don't use the middle E. Every other word uses that E in the middle. Every word remaining uses the E in the middle is what I'm trying to say. Poet. Okay, we're down to 3 words that start with P. We have 2 6-letter words that I haven't found yet. It's not Pete's, is it? No. Okay. Ooh. Pelt. Pet. The fact that this middle E is used is interesting. Are there any P-O words? There's only 2 words that start with O. So there's 3 words that start with P and two words that use the O. So one of these definitely doesn't use the O at least. So I should go to the E, but it's preferring to go to this E when I type, which means that we're going to have to go back to this E as well. We have 3 4-letter words left, 3 5-letter, 2 6-letter. Okay, so it could be any of those. Maybe double E. I did peas. I did peel. I did these. Pelle. Or pet. Pets. How are we doing this? Pet. Maybe I should look for the word that starts with C. I wonder if that's easy to find. We're either going CO or we're going CE. So from CO, we could go to the E, but what does that? In fact, we have to use this E somewhere. There's co-ed, but there's no D. Coes or coet or coel. Okay, so probably not, which means CE, but CE is a weird. There's seed, C-E-D-E, but again, no D. Cello, but we can't repeat the L and it doesn't reach the O. Lots of reasons we can't do that. Something like cessed a word. Every word except one uses the T and the S. Or, you know, there's one word without a T, there's one word without an S. That's what I'm trying to say. Did I do I did let's, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use. Oh, did I get step? I did. Okay. And I got steep, right? Yeah, that was like the first thing I found. I'm gonna do both of these hints. Show words alphabetically. Oh, maybe not show some letters yet. The alphabetical one is nice because now we know there's something between cope and let's. Lest, of course. Okay. That was the one starting with L. Something between poet and seep. Did I not get step? I did get step. It's before seep. Seal. Okay, so I think it's got to start with P-O. P-O-C? Puck. It's 4 letters, though. No, C is before E. I don't think it can be P. I don't think it starts with P then. It starts with S. Has to go to the C then. Okay. Scop isn't a word, right? That's a bonus word. Ski? like alphabetically, right? If this started with P, it would have to be after poet, which means it would have to be P-O. And then the C is not before, the C is before the E. So it would still have to go P-O-E to be after poet, but there isn't a letter after T. So it just doesn't work. So we can't start with P. The other words start with E, C, or S. So we have to start with S. And we have to be before Seep, S-E-E. So if we were to do S-E from this E, the only other letter that's, I guess we could go S-E-C. Oh, sect. There it is. Okay. Had to logic through it. Okay, there's one word between pelt and pets. So it is definitely P-E. Between pelt and pets. Can't be P-E-L because there's nothing after T. So is it P-E? Oh, it's Pete. Not in the list? I got Pete this way right now. Okay, what is it? Pelt, pets, Petco. What the heck? What's between pelt and pets? Oh, I probably go to this middle E. Pet. Did I do pest? Wait, I thought I got pest. No, I did lest, but I didn't do pest. Okay. I think I've been ignoring ST words. I think that's probably it. Okay, so I think both words starting with E might be 5 letters, but we'll see. Oh, we can do elect and elects. Never mind. It was just a word in its plural. So we have a word starting with C that's 5 letters long. We're almost done. And it's not, I think it might already be plural. No, wait, it can't be. There's the Celts. I don't know much about this one. Copes. Did I get copes? No. Okay. So I got cope, but not copes. That was a mistake. I should have immediately gone to it. All right. After pelts, before scope. Well, we know it starts with P. One of them uses the O. Did I do poets? I did not. Just missed some plurals. Okay, a word starting with P. Okay, this one's not going to be a plural because the 5-letter words starting with P are... This is it like pellets? Pet. Pelest. What is this? Obviously it goes P-E. Peelts. Peel. Peastal. Peltas. Peltsy. Pet. Like what's left? Petel. Pestel, pestle, pestle. Oh, is that like mortar and pestle? Club-shaped round-headed stick used in mortar. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's like pestle from mortar and pestle. Okay, cool. Well, I got through it. This always takes a while. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed all the games. If you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the videos I made today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.